Good. 1, 2, 3. Well, Jenny Richmond from Des Moines, Iowa, the inventor of the bevometer, right? Okay. Now, what does the bevometer do for us?
Well, if you insert a beverage into it,
Ah. Uh-huh.
I don't know if this shows up on the
Yeah, I see
screen.
the numbers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's two counters. So when a beverage goes in,
Uh-huh.
each counter goes up by one.
What?
So you,
Well, why two counters? For one for each hand, or what?
right, that's exactly it. No. So, two counters, and this was part of the original idea with
Uh-huh.
my father-in-law.
Oh.
He had this old koozie that was just embarrassing.
Oh,
Oh,
I
we
saw
started
the
telling
picture of that, like an old bud thing from 40 years ago or something.
so bad. My mother-in-law would try to hide it, throw it
I see.
away. It was like a security blanket, literally.
Right. Guy thing, yeah, right.
So we were just laughing one night how many beverages had this old koozie
Ah,
in. So
I
that's where
see.
the idea all started. And so that's the lifetime number. And so that is just meant, for fun
Forever,
and
yeah. So you have this coos, right?
yes,
And so every time you have a drink, you can have a bottle of beer, a bottle of soda, or whatever. You click it in there, and it starts counting your lifetime count and a mileage thing, so you
right.
could go back to zero whenever you want,
Yes.
right?
Just like a trip set for an odometer.
Wow.
Yep.
So this is, you want to give your friend, so you only have 3 beers tonight, and so you know for sure. But I guess more importantly, it seems like self-control, right?
Right. Yes. Responsible consumption or,
Yeah.
or good times, whichever,
Right. Whatever is
that
first.
you're looking for, right? But yes, just, meant for laughs. And, I do have some girlfriends who are going to use it in their office for Diet Cokes, and I try to
Ah,
keep track of my water during the day with it. But,
yeah,
yeah, really
I
I think
see.
the main thing
Well,
is,
I think I mean, also sugar drinks are a bigger issue in our obesity, particularly young people and things like this. I mean, we're all fighting weight. And so you have something now. I mean, it's so easy to take a Coke or even a Diet Coke, but they're terrible too. And, who wants that junk in you? And so you could see, for sure, quantify how bad this thing is for you. But you could personalize these, right?
yes, yes, you definitely can. So I personally, I think our logo is quite nice.
I see.
On it.
You're not biased,
If
yeah.
you and I
Yeah.
also think they look really great. We worked so hard to have this be a really quality product. So, even with no graphics,
Oh,
I
no,
think
it's quite
it looks
elegant. You're
so.
right.
But you can personalize it. We can put, just about anything on it, and we'll have some stock graphics too
Hmm.
that people can choose from.
So you could have the drunken sailor on
Yeah.
one, or what?
My favorite
What?
suggestion so far
What?
has been a little saying, I love God, but I drink a little bit too. I thought
Well,
that was
I heard something. Well, God knows. I just heard it reading today. God knows everything, but He's not a snitch.
oh, that's
Well, this is, I mean, really on our soda consumption, our sweets. I think, even the legislatures around the country are trying to do this, cut down this because of obesity and diabetes and everything by putting taxes on the soda and things like this. So instead of fighting the soda industry, everyone could have one of these and regulate themselves to see how they're doing, right? So for 20 bucks, sounds like better than, getting the legislature to put a tax on something, right?
I agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree.
But no, it's really, I mean, health is a big issue. I mean, our healthcare budget is enormous. And so to cut that down, if we stop drinking so many sweet drinks, this
That's
is the
right.
way to do it. And it's only $20, right? You
Right.
got
Yes.
all that technology and for only $20. Boy, technology's getting cheap.
Such a good deal.
Yeah. So now this is your fundraising on Kickstarter, right? And you only been at it, what, 2 weeks, and already, you're just a stone's throw from your goal, of $5,000. So you're going to get up by this afternoon, and you'll have. So why did you start this business? Besides greed, and things like that.
Right, I know, because that really.
Yeah.
Well, my husband and I both, we just always come up with these fun, crazy ideas, and a couple of them we didn't chase, we didn't go after, and then we saw something similar come out and be successful, and we thought, okay,
I can do that.
Have this happen again. That's it.
I
So
see.
just thought, okay, let's try our luck at it. Let's see how it goes. Let's choose whichever of our 100 ideas we think would be the most fun to work on, and learn the process and get it done. So.
Well, but when you were talking earlier, your motivation is really your kids, right?
Oh,
and
yes,
your lifestyle.
absolutely.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
What was life like before this? Yeah.
We both, Justin and I, had really demanding jobs, a lot of hours, could never really walk away from it. And so we decided we'd make a big life change, and we'd leave Portland, Oregon, come back to Iowa, and be able to spend more family time, have the kids grow up around their cousins and grandparents. So that was it. And then it would also give me the time to be able to pursue this idea.
So with you at home with the kids, instead of running off to work 7:30 in the morning to be at the office,
Yes.
You're at home working on this idea as an income source, and more importantly, to be with your children. Because they're 2 and 5 now. Is that what they are? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is your last chance to be very important to somebody in life, right?
It is.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. So you're using technology and your creativity really to design a life where you're home with your children, and also economically productive, by this business. And you already got $5,000 in 2 weeks, right? So that's a nice start. But more importantly, you see that people all over the globe already love this, right? And you had no idea.
I know. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought our support was just going to come from family and friends, and really, they've been great. But it's a small portion of.
Now you know who your real friends are.
I know. But it's been great, and we've had people from Australia, Ireland, all over the globe. Yep.
Right.
Two wonderful gentlemen from Sweden.
Oh, really? Oh, that's terrific. Well, now you're guaranteed that there is a market. I mean, that's what's so neat about this. You didn't even go in production with these things yet, and now people around the world want this, not just your relatives. You can't live off them forever. You're trying, but I mean, that's what's so neat about crowdfunding, is that now you've assured yourself of a market, and besides getting the money to produce them all and be in business. So what a wonderful idea, and your kids are going to thank you, hopefully, for being home. That's wonderful.
I really can't say enough good things about crowdfunding and just the community that it creates around things.
Wow.
So, yep.
Well, but you're using it, and that's the most important thing. And to find you on crowdfunding or anywhere to get this is Bevometer, BEVOMETER.com, and that will get you right to the crowdfunding on Kickstarter. And if it's over, if you wait for 2 weeks, you won't be one of the first to have these, right?
I know. So come on.
Father's Day coming up. Mother's Day coming up. She wants to quit her soda drinking, and the kids and graduation. I mean, it's a great, fun present for everybody.
You'll be the best gift giver.
Absolutely. And they'll make them healthier, wealthier. Oh, you wealthier, them healthier, and everybody wiser. Well, thank you so much, Jenny. You've been a delight, and thank you for changing your life to give us something of value. bevometer.com, right?
But yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Take care. Right.